Hi, my name is Rebecca Louise French, and I am a channel for divine healing energy. Now, that's not a title that I ever thought I'd associate with myself. You see, I was raised in a very strict conservative religion where women were raised to wear head coverings and skirts and to be submissive to men. And things such as clairvoyance, the power of crystals, or energy healings were all thought of scams or untrue. All my life, I questioned the church upbringing. There was always something that just felt a little bit off or not quite right. I was seeking and searching for inner peace that I just couldn't seem to find. And it wasn't until I was in my early 20s and I went on a mission trip to help to convert those in another island that I found myself in a situation where I was away from everyone that I knew, and I was sexually assaulted by another member of the church who was several years older than me. I returned from that trip feeling very confused and lost and questioning everything that I'd ever known. My relationship with God seemed to be non-existent because I now felt like I was some sort of great sinner that had broken my vow of celibacy that I had before God to remain a virgin until I was married. And yet, I didn't feel there was anyone I could really talk to about it because I felt they would judge me also. I spiraled into depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and suicidal thoughts that lasted for a couple of years. And it wasn't until I started to slowly crawl out of that pit of darkness and start looking around the world again that I started to discover who I really am. I used a combination of pretty much anything I could get my hands on, from craniosacral therapy to Bowen therapists to energy healings and Reiki, and attended several meditation retreats. And I kept searching, and each thing I attended, each class I went to, I started to learn a little more about who I really am and how all my life I had been wearing masks to portray who I thought others wanted me to be while not really being who I wanted to be. And this journey of self-discovery was not always easy, as change never is easy. And yet I am really glad that I went through this process. Yeah, it might seem strange to say I was grateful for being sexually assaulted, but that was a pivotal moment in my life where I started to question absolutely everything. And once I healed from my depression and anxiety and started to look around at the world, I thought, what is it that I really want out of the world? And I began to realize that as much as I loved my job as a high school biology teacher, it didn't fulfill me completely. The moments that I loved about my job were those where I was dealing one-on-one with students, listening to what ailed them in their lives and what they were confused about in life, and helping them to discover their passion and purpose in their life, and for helping them to realize and accept themselves for who they really are. And so I embarked further on my journey, always listening to what felt right. I trained as a certified life coach, and even that wasn't quite the whole picture. I then completed Reiki healing level 1 and 2, metaphysics classes, crystal healing classes, and slowly but surely began to discover myself. I am now overjoyed to share that my job is now to connect with the spirit realm and share their messages with other people in order to help them move forward in their lives. And it's not even just the messages, it's the vibration behind the message. We as human beings don't realize our untapped potential, and I guess that's why it's called Untapped. But I would love to work together with you to help you to tap into your potential, to remove the masks that you show the world, to heal your traumatic past if you've got one, or even to delve into your past lives or ancestral energy that you've got hanging on to help you discover your inner truth. So if you'd like to work further with me, you can check out my website at RebeccaLFrench.com. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook business pages, and all the links to those are below this video or here on my business page. I'd love to connect with you and to see how we can help each other on this amazing journey of life. Thanks for being here.